Like the Bible, it says the streets of gold. You know, it's like I think it's called a circuit board, a motherboard for electrical shit. You know, and you see those little gold lines. I think that's the way it should be, you know. But that's futuristic shit. You know, because all this technology, eventually we're gonna figure out that we've been doing it the wrong way, you know. And it's all about brainstorming, thinking about the pros and cons, even creating, you know, like a video game and in the code, fucking up the code, causing, you know, little glitches here and there, so we can troubleshoot it, and so it won't happen in actuality. In reality, it'll happen in virtual reality. See what I'm saying? Oh shit. 6 something. That's really the only way to really figure a lot of these, you know, to troubleshoot everything and figure a lot of the problems out. And obviously there's a lot of people already on the right path, on the right track when it comes to all that stuff, so nothing to worry about. Fugitively speaking. Or at all. You know, shit happens. We just have to learn how to deal with it. Whether we like it or not. Whether something happens in our favor or not. Whether we agree with it or not. You know, whether we agree with it or disagree with it, it's fucking irrelevant. You know what's going to happen is going to happen. And the last people we should be getting angry at is ourselves. Am I even fucking recording? Oh fuck, I was about to say. I swear I've done that before. I'm over here talking, and then I check my fucking camera, and it's fucking stressful, you know? It really is. But, you know, like I was saying, the Bible talks about we don't fight against flesh and blood, but against spiritual forces. So the spiritual forces could be like, you know, what we call acts of God, what we call like accidents, like, you know, on the freeways or whatever, vehicle car accidents. I mean, the people might not even know each other. It just, you know, there's car accidents, right? It just happens. People might not even fucking know each other. Fuck, I took the wrong fucking exit. Yeah. And all because I'm doing this shit. But I just felt like sharing this shit. Because I have so many fucking other ideas. It's fucking ridiculous. But yeah, like accidents like that, and those possibilities are only going to increase and increase and increase. Especially if we don't do shit about it. We just let it slide. We let it slide. No one's making reports. No one's coming up with new ideas or their own advice. And the bosses, you know, people that are working for people, they might get angry, right? Well, you can't say, you know, they might say stuff like, well, you can't tell me how to run my business or this or that. But we can digitally through the internet because, first of all, your boss is irrelevant in this matter. Because this is going to, you know, the internet is going to, you know, to professionals who are in the same industry as yourself. You might be working for a company, but you're still speaking about a fucking, you know, an organization, company, business that pertains to the type of job that you're doing. So, therefore, fucking, you know, whatever your fucking boss has to say is irrelevant. Like, I mean, I'm not telling you to disobey your boss and to be disrespectful to your boss. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, you know, because we all have ideas, we have our own inputs and stuff like that, right? But what do? We keep it all to ourselves, right? Inside. We bobble it all up, or whatever people say. You know, that figure of speech, right? We bobble it all up inside. And then when no one listens to us, we erupt like a fucking volcano. And that's not good. It's called festering. You know, that shit just festers in you. It boils up and just one day you just fucking blow up. Not literally, but like out of anger and frustration. So the best thing to do is to report it, document it, in the hopes that someone will get a hold of this information and maybe even enforce it, you know? So like, you know, your boss gets hit with a fucking new law. Oh, you know what? He's not going to admit to you, hey, you were right. Just a new fucking law. We gotta do business this way. You know, whether we like it or not. You know? It is what it is. But we have to remember that we're all in the same team. We're all on the same team. We are. You know, we might disagree with certain people, but it's a bunch of bullshit. Like, we have to get over all that bullshit. You know, as much as possible anyway. Much as possible. And, yeah, like, I just trip out on all this. Like, I mean, there was... I was talking about like us being like in this virtual reality thing. And there's also fucking some other shit I wanted to talk about. But I keep getting sidetracked. I'm talking about some other way off shit, but it's not really way off, you know? You really pay attention to everything I'm saying. It's not straightforward shit, simple. Really is people that think that other people are like, you know, snitching on them or whatever, but in reality it's not, you know. Like, trust me, a lot of us don't even have to lie to cover up for someone's bullshit mistakes. Everyone's being monitored and recorded. Like the speed limit right now, it says radar speed limit, radar enforced. You know, and it says speed limit 65. It's enforced by radar enforced. How do we? Our GPS tells us how fast we're going. It tells us how the speed limit. So, you know, go figure. Fucking radar, right? Like, you're walking around with a fucking radar device. It knows exactly where you are. Who else uses that technology? Fucking Snapchat, right? Share your location with your little avatar. It's fucking cool, right? There's nothing to be afraid of. And to like fear or anything. Like, God is for us. God is good. And fucking yeah, like, I just see myself, we're like in these fucking, in these cubicles and shit. I was thinking, everyone basically has their own cubicle in their vehicle, right? The vehicle, if you don't have a vehicle, believe me, one day you will. And that whatever you put in that bitch is yours. You know, you might have little shit here and there, your phone charger, whatever. It's basically like an office fucking table. And everywhere you go, you take your fucking cellular phone. But I was just thinking, like, you know, like, I was thinking about someone just fucking... Because someone told me that someone ran into a... I forget what it's called, but... It's a machine for paving asphalt. And this lady... or this person fucking crashed, and all her fucking feet, her legs got fucking crumbled up by the impact of the car accident. And she was yelling and screaming, and then, to make matters worse, the fucking whole vehicle engulfed in flames. And she was just fucking screaming and yelling. But no one could help her. They just called 911. Paramedics are on their way. Firefighters. I mean, people are just in the street. They don't have the fucking right tools. It's like calling a fucking landscaper when a fire breaks out. You know, you just had a little fucking family fucking little bonfire. But now all of a sudden it's spreading all over the fucking lawn. And you know, you can call a fucking landscaper, but you probably don't have all the tools right there. There's nothing you can do about it. But I believe it's all a test. You know, whatever we do here on Earth affects our future, most definitely. And that applies to everyone, every single person in the world. And I know there's different cases, right? There's different cases, and every case is different. There's different possibilities, different outcomes, different experiences, whatever whatever you want to call it or whatever. But that's why sharing your testimony is also good, because you share your testimony, someone else shares theirs, you get to meet people that way. Not just that, but you guys can, with this information, Google can, find different approaches to prevent stuff like that from happening ever again. If the experiences were bad ones, if they're good ones, then obviously that could be something that they could promote, something that they could influence others to, to want to like take that approach in their advertising, as opposed to something that confuse the fuck out of people, or whatever the case may be. So yeah, it's fucking crazy. It's fucking crazy. So like the movie The Terminator. You know that guy, Con Air, whoever it was. They were, I think they arrested him. I don't know, something must have happened where, the good people thought that, or people thought that somehow they thought that the bad people were actually the good people, but in actuality, it wasn't even the case. What it really was, it was the good people the bad people who pretended to be good, who deceived the good people. that would do anything for the ultimate good for humanity. And somehow they got in the system. They fucked it all up for everyone. And it's fucking sad, you know. But anyway, that's why I tripped the fuck out, you know, and I thank God for the World Wide Web, the internet, because it's just changing our lives in ways that we can't even imagine or, you know, begin to express. Like, it's just amazing. But anyway, I'm going to end this video. I'm going to be ordering some food, just food for thought, you know. Like, I just wanted to get this out.